Welcome back to Motor Masters, the channel where machines become legends. Whether it's thundering battle tanks, state-of-the-art jets, or engineering marvels that defy gravity, we dive deep into the world's most powerful and innovative military, aerospace and also unstoppable machines. So, buckle in, hit that subscribe button, and get ready, because today, we're taking off into the world of speed, science, and aerospace supremacy with the NASA and USAF X-Planes program. The X-Planes are a family of experimental aircraft developed jointly by the United States Air Force and NASA, dating all the way back to the 1940s. These aircraft aren't just about speed or combat, they're flying laboratories, pushing the very limits of aerodynamics, propulsion, and aircraft design. Each X-plane represents a bold leap into the unknown, testing technologies that could one day define the aircraft and spacecraft of the future. It all started with the X-1, the first aircraft to break the sound barrier in level flight. On October 14, 1947, Chuck Yeager piloted the rocket-powered Bell X-1 to Mach 1.06 at an altitude of 45,000 feet, officially shattering the myth that the sound barrier was impassable. That flight didn't just make history, it opened the door to supersonic flight, jet fighter development, and later, space exploration. The success of the X-1 was just the beginning. Over the decades, more than 50 X-plane designs have taken to the skies. Each one was built for a specific purpose, from high-speed records to vertical takeoff, hypersonic flight, and lifting body re-entry from space. Some were strange-looking, some never left the prototype stage, and others changed aviation forever. Take the X-15, for example, arguably the most legendary of all X-planes. First flown in 1959, the North American 10-15 was a rocket-powered aircraft that flew at the edge of space. Pilots wearing pressure suits soared to altitudes of over 100 kilometers, high enough to qualify for astronaut wings. The X-15 still holds the official world record for the highest speed ever recorded by a manned-powered aircraft, a mind-blowing Mach 6.7, or over 4,500 miles per hour. That's faster than a speeding bullet, and nearly fast enough to orbit Earth. The data gathered from X-15 flights directly influenced the design of future spacecraft, including the Space Shuttle. But it wasn't just about speed and altitude. The X-planes also explored new ways of controlling and designing aircraft. The X-5, for instance, was the first to successfully test variable sweep wings, a feature later seen on the F-14 Tomcat and Panavia Tornado. The X-20 Dinosaur, although cancelled, was an early attempt at a reusable spaceplane. And the lifting body X-24 and HL-10 helped prove that you could land a wingless spacecraft on a runway, a key element in the development of the shuttle program. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the X-planes are still flying. The Boeing X-37B, for example, is an unmanned spaceplane operated by the U.S. Space Force that can stay in orbit for over 900 days at a time before gliding back to Earth. Its missions are mostly classified, but it demonstrates the power of reusable, autonomous spacecraft, a crucial stepping stone for future space logistics and defense. Then there's the X-51 Waverider, a scramjet-powered test aircraft that flew at Mach 5.1 using air-breathing propulsion. That's hypersonic speed without a rocket. Technologies like these could eventually lead to hypersonic weapons, ultra-fast commercial travel, or deep space exploration vehicles. Even more recently, NASA's X-59 KSST, standing for Quiet Supersonic Transport, is under development to prove that aircraft can fly faster than sound without creating the disruptive sonic booms we associate with jets like the Concorde. The X-59 is sleek, long-nosed, and futuristic, with a goal of opening the skies for commercial supersonic flight over land, something currently prohibited due to noise regulations. What sets the X-plane program apart from traditional military aircraft development is its boldness. These planes aren't built for combat, they're built for discovery. Every X-plane is a calculated risk, with the understanding that failures will happen, but breakthroughs are always within reach. They're testbeds for concepts like blended wing bodies, digital fly-by-wire systems, adaptive wings, vertical takeoff and landing, and more. Many of today's advanced aircraft and spacecraft, from the F-22 and F-35 to the Space Shuttle and even SpaceX's Starship, owe part of their development to lessons learned from the X-plane program. These aircraft laid the scientific foundation for safer, faster, and more efficient aviation. Pilots of X-planes are a breed apart, often astronauts, engineers, and test pilots rolled into one. They're flying experimental vehicles with unproven systems at the bleeding edge of technology. Every flight is high risk, high reward. It's not just about flying, it's about collecting critical data for science, pushing boundaries, and coming back to tell the tale. So, what's next for the X-planes? Beyond the X-59, NASA is exploring hybrid electric flight, ultra-efficient airliners, and sustainable aviation fuel through upcoming projects. Meanwhile, the military is looking at unmanned X-planes for autonomous air combat, logistics, and swarm tactics. The future of the skies is still being written, and the X-series is the pen. The X-plane legacy is more than a list of experimental jets, it's a living story of human ambition, innovation, and the unrelenting drive to go faster, fly higher, and reach beyond the horizon. From breaking the sound barrier to testing hypersonic engines, these aircraft have changed the game for both military and civilian aviation. Thanks for flying with us on this high-speed journey into the world of NASA and USAF X-planes. If you enjoyed the ride, give us a like and let us know in the comments which X-plane you'd like us to explore next, or what futuristic aircraft has your curiosity. And don't forget to subscribe to Motor Masters, where we don't just admire machines, we live for them.